My highlight was very closely linked with one of the lowest points of the weekend. I spent a while working on it, and I worked up a real good fight, and I knew it was coming. So I went down to go get something from the floor. Nick lying on the bed with his head just off, and I was all ready to fire in his face, and I did. But right in his face, it was good. But sadly, it didn't smell at all. So it was kind of like all that effort for no reward.
One of my highlights was the 25-minute cap point against Pies, where I missed the actual drops quite a few things. But my main highlight is dice related. We were playing last night, and then I said to Kendo was on like 5, I had 4 left. I said, "Oh Kendo, if you roll 21, you'll take us both out." Rolled a couple, and then I was like, "Oh, it's 21," and took us both out. And then a sleeping Bob won.
Possibly how epically dreadful I was at Mafia last night, managing to wipe out lots of civilians and ensure that the game was won by all 3 Mafia.
Don't let first, because it'll be near the end.
Yo!
So you want to give
Why are you naked? Why are you filming us when you're naked?
James, put it away!
My video highlight / lowlight is all centred around VT. He had possibly some of the greatest grabs I've ever seen in my life, except for 2 perfect hucks I put to him in the game, which he dropped. So he chumped one that was like there, and there's a photo of it, and the disc is in his hand, and he still drops it. Another one I sent him, he just stands there, and yeah, he lays one that's probably from like metre of that line away, grabs that, he catches some over people's heads, like that one where he macked it and then lays sideways like Superman, like incredible. But
my layouts, I was quite happy with my layouts, and the fact they were all caught on camera was pretty cool. I really was quite proud of myself. Yeah, my highlights.
Tell them what you did at the first round.
In the first round, yeah. So I pulled this brilliant move. I accused the guy who's already dead, or want to find out if he's in, and that pretty much like won him over for the rest of the rounds. And no one thought it was me. I had it in the bag until Bum flew up in his mouth.
Sweet. My highlight of the weekend was our very first game against Strange Blue from Cambridge, and OB. This man here, cut very, very deep, very open, and he thought had a perfect read on this. He thought I'd just sit down just for a laugh and catch it. So he's coming in, he's sitting down ready for it, starts dying, he's like, "Oh shit," sits down right in the end zone, like catches it, thinks he's in, lifts up one arse cheek and it's on the line, "Oh shit." So gets up, I think we scored afterwards, it was just brilliant.
My highlight of the weekend was a crazy grab from Christopher Longface. So we were playing Dundee over on the pitches over there, and everyone's been joking about him after Bumfuck having a bit of a mare dropping one of Kendo's hammers. Kendo's on like store 8, 9, just lobs a hammer.
Being egged onto a massive hammer, throwing it being a shit hammer, coming down really vertical, but Chris pulled it down out of nowhere.
Somehow out of nowhere leaped sort of half backwards and managed to grab the hammer in his hand perfectly.
Absolutely insane.
Made the loudest doink noise I've ever heard catching it.
Yeah, not a great hammer, but great point, great score.
I really liked it. He said everyone egged him on for it. He kept saying, in the next point, I'm going to throw a pitch-length hammer. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go deep.
My highlight of the weekend was when Nick wrapped up his steak, and I put down my trousers and started doing lunges in the restaurant. And then he got home and he couldn't find it, and I genuinely hadn't done anything. And then he decided to eat his steak. Hell yeah! And Nick was sat there laughing the whole time because it had been down my trousers. And this is the first he's heard about it.
It was good. It was so funny. It was so funny. Not only he went down the front to start with, and a few lunges, and then decided, you know what? Let's flip it round. Went down the back.
I'll give you a ring. Here was just the steak.
So in the pants. It was inside the pants.
It was still in the pants.
It was so good.
I thought it was hilarious after talking so much about Actual's giant knees in our first game. Stumbled over someone and cracked someone in the head with one of them.
This is a highlight that just about made it onto the weekend. I think Bees is going to tell the story as he had the best view.
Well, we're about 3 miles off campus into Brighton down Lewis Road, and we had to, we'd all people from campus have been picked up, and we're going to Megan's and Bob's to go pick them up. Cheers. And we're just about to turn off Lewis Road, and the maniac eunuch, decided that it would be a good idea to just violently take a left-hand turn, just recklessly. He was like, I don't think there was even any need to turn left, as far as I can remember. But we took the left-hand turn, and I was sat in that seat there, just there, and a cyclist innocently pulled up on a nice Friday evening bike line.
Wasn't it a kid on a tricycle?
Oh, there were several kids on the bike as well. I think they were orphaned African kids. Who was, but yeah, I don't want to dwell on that point. I don't want to dwell on that point. But yeah, they were cycling along. Well, just one woman was cycling along, innocent, beautiful woman, beautiful. And
really? No. Not after the auto.
well, you did mess her face up. Yeah, she was just cycling along. He violently turned in. There was a handrail there, and she just kind of went and fell over on her bike under the wheel. She was only saved by the fact that I jumped out of the van and pulled her from under the wheel.
Have you seen this? It's not.
Yeah,
we're not sure.
You see this is where her head hit.
That's a small
bang. Caved her fucking skull in.
Boo!